My name is Devarshan Patel, and we are the team Rookie Communicators presenting the project Visualize. Project Visualize is the uh, tool which you can use for visualizing any kind of story words, audios, or any scenario description. It can be used in multiple ways, such as identifying the suspect, visualizing the audiobook, storybooks, or any kind of story describing, and just really visualize it. We use Assembly AI's API in a very creative and useful way to visualize the things that you see or hear. As I said, we can use this product in terms of crime scene detection description for potential suspect identification. We can use it in terms of visual storytelling and presentation generation, storyboard helper tool, and content generation tool. Um, Hearing accessibility by visualizing the word. So we primarily worked on this project to help super able and hearing impaired people. Unfortunately, they cannot watch the standard movies, listen to audiobooks or podcasts. Our project is optimized and would really help in suspect identification by visual images from the story, and it would help hearing impaired people a way to understand stuff where they don't have to actually listen to understand, but they would just have to see it, just visualize
So
it.
once we initialize the application and we get the program running, we can launch a pre-trained model to examine the text coming in over the API. And the pre-trained model is based on the COCO dataset. That's what it's been trained on. The COCO dataset is a large-scale object detection dataset. These things are based on a list of items. Uh, Common items that you would find in an everyday situation. And these objects are going to represent the distribution of pictures that it'll be able to generate. So everything that it generates will be a composite of these types of objects that the model gets trained on. And what's interesting about this is the zero shot capabilities. The model is able to synthesize images that it hasn't trained on. These, like, the dogs are in the park. So the model hasn't trained on park. It has trained on dog, but it hasn't trained on park. It's able to synthesize the park out of the reference of. So the model hasn't trained on riverboats, but it has trained on boats. So it knows what a river is, apparently. It knows what a boat is, and it's able to make a riverboat to watch the birds on the mountain. So the model hasn't trained on mountains, but it somehow pulls a composite image of mountains and birds.
We build something that takes audio input and generates a visual interpretation of what we are describing. So we could say, last night a bald white man in a leather jacket stole my laptop. And we have a man right here. So we have kind of a reference we can hand to the cops, or we can, or for directors out there, we can give a vague description of the story and it will have some demonstration of maybe possible shots we have. So this is from the script of the movie Joker. Tears in his eyes from laughing so hard, he's trying to get it under control. His greasy black hair is matted down. He's wearing an old, faded red hooded zip-up sweatshirt. A threadbare gray scarf, thin from years of use, hangs loosely around his neck. So this is the visual representation we've got from our generation.